do the Let's Handle color together, and I'm gonna walk you through every single step. So if that's more your speed, let's do it. Every box actually has this instruction card in it that you can also read. I'm just gonna open them using my little scissors that are in the kit. And then I'm gonna clean my nails using the alcohol pad. I don't go crazy, I just do a quick little rub. And then you do want it to be fully dry before we do anything else. But while we wait for it to dry, we can kind of look. So this is your sheet of stickers. Now, I like to hold them above my fingers to kind of see which size is the right one. Now, if you're in between sizes, you want to pick one that's a little bit thinner than your actual nail width. But if it's a little too thin or narrow, you can actually pull the edges a little bit, which I'll show you in a minute. So for example, if we're gonna do this one for my index finger, what you do is you peel off, there's a little film on top, like a little plastic, we put that to the side. Then we peel this off. And then I'm actually going to gently pull on the sides a little bit. And the other thing that I like to do is to get it really close to my cuticle. So see how close that is? And then I'm actually gonna use this tool to kind of push it in to the cuticle. And then you wanna press down pretty hard. Like I do a pretty, make sure that all the edges are firm. Again, I go in with this and kind of press down on the sides and make sure it's all really smooth. Then I'm a scissors then cut kind of person. So I use the scissors to cut around. And then I use the clippers to fully get the shape that I want to have. Now you can also clip after curing, which is actually what Sarah likes to do. But I like to get it kind of pretty close to being, you know, perfect, if you will. So I'm gonna do this with the next finger, but I'll film it from a different angle so you can see it a little bit better. I'm gonna look at which size is best. I'm gonna pick this one, even though it's a little bit bigger, or it almost looks too big, but I'm gonna show you how that works. So if it's a little bit bigger, this edge is a bit narrower than that edge. So that's the side I wanna have close to my cuticle. I'm gonna show you if I can get this in the right thing, that I put it pretty close to my cuticle. I need to get this in focus, there we go. And then I basically use this tool to get it kind of under my cuticle. So I kind of push my cuticles back, get it under, and then really press it down. And then I cut it off. Pretty close to the nail. And then I cut using the clippers. And then again, I make sure that the edges are really close. That's that. Okay, so we're gonna do one more where I stretch it, and I'll show it to you from the opposite side. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you what I mean by the stretching. So we're gonna pick this one for my index, but it can be a little bit bigger. So I basically take the sides and just pull it ever so slightly. And then I stick it on, oops, again, really close to that cuticle. I wish this was better, there we go, better focus. And then I basically just kind of push it under, like so. And then you really want to press it down. And then, oops, cut. And with the clippers. Get the edges. I like kind of pulling on these top edges too, like such. And we're gonna do the pinky. Okay, so finally the pinky. Again, you peel off this little film. You take the nail, you put it on close to the cuticle. Not on the cuticle though, because if it's on your actual skin, it won't adhere to the nail correctly, and it will rise up and it might come off. So it's a little bit of a learning curve on that one, but I think once you start doing it, you'll actually kind of realize what I mean by that. Okay, so now I have these four. I'm gonna cure them, and then I'm gonna file them. Okay, cured. Now we can file. Now, this side of the file is a little coarser grit, which I like to use for the first filing, and always file in one direction. And then the other side of the file that has the diamond on it is a little bit of a lower grit, and you can use that for kind of the final little touch-up, get rid of any kind of snags or anything that you might have. So, there we go. And by the way, you do not have to be a master filer. I never filed my nails before, and you just actually literally go like this, just in one direction. And then, like I said, I use the other side of the file to kind of go over. Ones for the final time. Clean that off, and there you have it. That was, I think, 5 minutes. So